You know, when you think of a new year, for a lot of people, that means hope. It means a fresh start, and it means time for change.
That's right. Perfect timing, because Dream Week is right around the corner. And for the last decade, San Antonio has hosted an event that focuses on our future. People from all walks of life get together to talk about different issues that pretty much affect us all and how we could make things better.
And this year is special because it is the 10th anniversary of that event. Joining us now in the KSAT Q&A, we have Shokare Nakpodia, who goes by Sho, founder of Dream Week, Dream Voice, the organization behind this event. Sho, thanks for being here. First, tell us, what is Dream Week and who participates in this?
Myra, Stephania, thank you so much for having me here. It's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Happy New Year to get started, right?
To you as well.
Yes. Dream Week is about tolerance, diversity, equality. It's about identifying and creating an environment for civil.
All right, it looks like his Zoom link there just froze. I'm hoping maybe we can get him back soon. But for now, I know that we can tell you Dream Week is happening January 13th through the 30th. You can go online. Just do a quick Google search for DreamWeek San Antonio. 200 events that are taking place during those days. A lot of them virtual because of COVID, of course.
And we do have a lot of themes that we can explore: entertainment, arts, culture, things like that. And it looks like Sho is back with us. All right. So let's go back to that. If you could tell us who's participating in Dream Week. Sho.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there, but I apologize. We have about 200 events. And San Antonio is very unique in that sense, is that we have about 175 partners who are taking, it's kind of the only community curated event of its kind in a nation. So we have about 175 partners who are basically coming up with ways and ideas of celebrating tolerance, diversity, and equality. So Dream Week is essentially an environment for civil and civic engagement. And it's a place where we learn about each other and kind of maybe even get reintroduced to each other as well as a city. So this is our 10th year anniversary, as you mentioned, and we have about like 213 events coming up. And we're really, really excited about at least getting out there again, putting out, toes out there and testing the waters again, and hopefully getting to meet some of our old friends and some people we haven't actually seen in months or even years.
You know, we've showed images of concerts. It looks like there have been speeches made, small groups talking to one another, even a workout event, an exercising event, it looks like. So what is the overall goal of all of these 200 plus events? What's the theme here?
Right, I'll give you an example. I mean, you just brought up one. We have a million push-up challenge, right? Where two young gentlemen who run a gym basically have challenged the entire city to actually come up with 1 million push-ups. Every one counts, and that's actually the mantra. I think they're right up in the 800,000s now, and we hope that by Dream Week, in 2 weeks' time, we'll basically accomplish as a city 1 million push-ups. But what that means essentially, again, is that we get healthier. Everyone belongs to this one cause. Even if you can only do one push-up or even have a push-up, it actually, adds to the tally. And so Dream Week is all about that no one should be left behind. We do not know where the voices that are going to bring about the genius in our community come from. And we should allow everyone the opportunity to voice and express themselves. And hopefully the truest voice is always going to triumph.
And it seems like it's an interesting time also to hold this. As you know, it's the beginning of the year. A lot of people have these New Year's resolutions, right, of being positive, being optimistic. And so this is sort of deliberate, right? The timing of this?
Correct. We think when we first started this 10 years ago, we were surprised that San Antonio had the largest march in the nation. And we can't overemphasize that, right? It's kind of a very incredible just wonderful, just a wonderful thing to have, asset to have as a city, that we have this huge march, 300,000 people on a Monday morning marching towards one unified goal. So we wondered what would happen if we, figured out a way to invite people who were not necessarily couldn't get up on a Monday morning necessarily, or for one reason or the other couldn't attend the march, and figure out what they would rather do. And we found out that we have this great, wonderful, welcoming environment here, where we ask organizations to host events celebrating tolerance, diversity, equality, have create an environment where people can actually share ideas. And we realized that we had something incredible here. And so we had actually just challenged, because of the amount of the team, the size of our team here, but we could really, quite honestly, have 400, 500, 600 events quite easily. So,
you started this.
Something that others. Sorry.
Well, no, excuse me. Before we let you go, I want to let people know that DreamWeek.org, where you can find the list of these 200 plus events, these are open to everyone as well. Yes. And I just want to ask you, before you go, you started this 10 years ago. Is this where you expected it to be? I mean, how has it changed compared to your initial vision?
Yes, it grew very fast, and it was a little overwhelming for us. So yes, I didn't expect it to grow as quickly, but I think we've reached a point now, 10 years, we had SA 2020 as an initiative at that time. I think we've reached a point where we have to get beyond the wow and say, this is something that we have that is very unique to this city. Everyone is, everyone's a champion of this within the city, and maybe we have a more cerebral type of South by Southwest opportunity as well. And that's what we're working towards, having a place where people from all over the country can come in and try and attempt to resolve their conflict. Maybe not resolve it, but at least make the attempt and have very civil and civic discussions across the table.
All right, Sho, thank you so much. We'll have to leave things right there. DreamWeek.org is the website that we should be visiting to find out more information about this wonderful event. And I love when you put all the pictures together, you see a beautiful composite of everything that San Antonio and therefore America is. So thank you so much, Sho, for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
All right, good luck with the event. Take care. We'll be right back.